Hello, everyone. I am joined today by Audrey Hepburn, and today we're going to talk about cooking. Yay! And specifically, um, the history my family has with cooking over the years and the different recipes that have survived the test of time from migrating from Sicily and Italy all the way to America. And even now, we still make cranberry sauce and a few other things the same exact way that we used to. So I gathered some documents and pictures from my family, and I wanted to show those off. Um, and I thought Zoom might be a good way to do that. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? So I have here some pictures. This first one is of me and my grandma when I was about 6, I was told, with my good little California raisins, and we would mix that in turret cookies in substitute of like expensive nuts and what else. A lot of my grandma's cooking used to kind of just involve what you could gather around the house, but obviously it got more refined over time as she grew up. But we did use those little California boxed raisins in some of our stuff, and I remember really liking those. This is another picture. This is in my mom's kitchen, and it's a few different ones. This is my brother and my aunt Annie eating corn that he learned to grill himself. Here he is helping my aunt with her standing mixer, and here's my mom with her grandma and her grandpa making cookies, the same cookies I was making. And here was some of the cinnamon and other things that they just had around the house. Here she is with her little hair. Here's another picture of me and my grandma. A lot of this is making cookies of my brother, myself, and my grandma. This is over Christmas, which is why I wanted to kind of focus on cooking, because it's the only thing I can really do now that we're stuck in home and we can't travel and see family. The one thing I can do at the very least is cook with my mom and my grandma. So that's something we can do safely from home, and it's something that really hasn't changed even in quarantine. Here's another picture of, I think this was me when I couldn't have been older than 1 or 2, my mom said. But this baby chair is the one my mom used, and we still have it upstairs. So some of these things never really change, which I thought it was kind of funny. This is, you can't really see it too well, but it's kind of worn out, but this is a cinnamon roll recipe that my grandma's grandma wrote on the back of a piece of paper for her, and then my grandma kind of had to decipher the handwriting. So that's like my grandma's grandma would be my great grandma. Here's my brother making the cinnamon rolls on the top and then making more of the M&M cookies on the bottom. So that's all I had on there to show you. I do have one other thing, and it's this. You probably can't see the article too well, but it is called My Favorite Recipe, and it's a clipping that my grandma made from the Pittsburgh Dispatch newspaper in December 19th of 1974. It was 10 cents for 20 pages. That was really interesting. But it's a story about my great aunt and her cucciadati recipes and her cannoli recipe, and how she used to make them for everyone in the neighborhood, and they were so good, I guess they caught the attention of some local reporters who they talk about her helping to embroider things for her daughter and her family and friends, and being this big community member that was really into crochet and other kind of cut work. They kind of talk about her family and her daughters in San Francisco, and how she was a cannery worker, and she did hard labor And what she used to do when she got home was make these little delicate pastries. And this picture up here is of her, Mrs. Joseph, making her little cuccidotti, which is basically just like cream with little cookies in them. They're really good if you've never had them. They're not too bad to make. But I thought it was interesting that even in 1974, my family was kind of making things the same exact way. Even so much that the local newspapers were publishing our recipes. So I thought that was really cute. And right here is a cranberry sauce recipe. My family would kill me, I think, if they knew I was showing you this. So it's our secret. And I made this cranberry sauce yesterday. And I'm going to pause and I'm going to go grab it real quick and show you. Well, the cranberry sauce no longer exists. But the recipe still does. So I wasn't sure for a long time what I was going to report about, and none of my family was really available to help me. I wanted to kind of showcase making some of these recipes, but they just weren't really available to do it with me. Which is sad, but at least have the pictures and some of these recipes to go by, and I was able to make some of the sauce yesterday, so that was a good experience. So I think the point I want to get across is that it's important to get together and cook and eat together, and with COVID, getting together is really difficult, but I think staying at home with family and even or friends and cooking together can be a good, safe way to kind of celebrate being together and being healthy and all the other seasonal joys that we have. So thank you for listening.